Live from New Delhi and the United States, this is CNN Connects. Today on our program, Outsourcing, a global debate.
Hello and welcome. I'm Jim Clancy. In this next hour, we're going to talk about outsourcing and what it means in the United States for jobs and in India for the same thing. What is outsourcing? Simply put, it's the process of shifting jobs from one country, in this case the United States, to another, India. Over the last few years, thousands of jobs at U.S. call centers and among computer programmers were moved to India. I want to ask Rao Anumolu, who is a business owner in the United States, to join us. He's in New York City. Rao, you listen to all of this, you listen to the politicians saying, well, it's not really a problem. But for the workers who've been laid off, it's a problem. For the communities, it's a problem. You're a business owner. Do you see the same problem?
I see it a little differently, Jim. There are excesses in every society, every business, and the business leaders should take a very judicious approach to see only those excesses are either offshored or inshored, not lock, stock, and barrel. I am not against outsourcing. Outsourcing is going to be a permanent part of our life. For years to come, decades to come, this is a global village, as Mr. Roy has spoken. The clear indication here is that if American business leaders and Indian business leaders get together and excesses from both communities are outsourced or insourced, I think we have a happy combination here. There is offering by both parties in the most cost-effective way to optimize the business growth and successful approach for years and decades to come. We have proven in our business model. We have created an infrastructure both in all around the U.S. and also globally in 40 countries. We have demonstrated that we could successfully insource into United States from Europe because we do better here. Our workers are more productive and we're able to produce a lot more than what some of the European workers could produce.
Joining us from New York, you were born in this country. You look back on this debate. What are your thoughts? Because you're not in favor of outsourcing.
Oh, I am in favor of partial and judicious outsourcing, not totally. However, there is a moral responsibility built into this for both the leaders of both the great communities here, both American leaders as well as Indian leaders. And that is the missing element. We have to talk about expanding the pie much bigger, not mechanically shifting the jobs one way or another. That leads to innovation, which both the brains are very, very capable of, and we have to address that maybe as a separate subject by you, Jim, but I think that is where we are in the cutting edge of technology now, and that needs to be harnessed very, very effectively so that the leaders in US, leaders in India can bring the pie doubly bigger so that Natasha's issues or other issues of unemployment can be cured. It is not just getting one small job one way or another because they will be backfilled. I would humbly submit to the audience as well as others what innovation we can bring into the equation to make the pie grow bigger.
And I thank you all. We've been talking about outsourcing, and it's very clear we barely scratched the surface. A lot more we could talk about. I think if we think of it, outsourcing's a road. We're all on it, Americans, Indians. Maybe we're passing on that road. Maybe we're traveling in the same direction. But I think it's good at times, like this one, to sit down and talk to one another about where we've been, what we've seen, and most importantly, where we're going. In New Delhi, I'm Jim Clancy. Thanks to you, our studio audience. I want to thank all of our guests there in the United States who joined us, and I especially want to thank our panel of fine guests that we had here for our discussion.